This was a common sight here last week, troops moving about in the capital, and it caused great concern among Cambodians. This frightened them. Open warfare in the downtown streets of Phnom Penh. The city's eastern sky was billowing with black smoke, and the sound of the constant rattle of tank fire, mortar fire, and small arms fire. And after the fighting and the looting was over, and when a cautious sense of relief began to develop, this happened. And it has terrorized Cambodians. The foreigners were leaving, being evacuated by their governments.
American Embassy said that all non-essential personnel should leave. But we have a lot of students from the University of San Francisco School of Law here.
The Khmer people tell us, please leave because it's going to get worse. So I'm leaving.
I'm very disappointed, and I'm very upset for them because you think after 30 or 20 years of these kinds of problems that that they should be allowed a break from this kind of thing.
Perhaps more than the fighting in the streets, the fact that foreigners were leaving has profoundly affected Cambodians. Since Tuesday, more than 3,000 foreign nationals have left. To most Cambodians, this is a signal that their recent prosperity and security may be leaving with them. They gather and stare through the fence surrounding the airport. The feeling is muted and quiet here, muted with a sense of coming despair and uncertainty as each plane takes off and flies away with another piece of their future.
I'm very worried. In the future, there will not be as many foreigners in Cambodia.
For May Suk, the retreat is even more pressing. He invested $80,000 in his automotive dealership. Almost all of his clients were French or Chinese.
Maybe I won't do this again. I don't have any money and I'm tired. I'll wait until the security's better and then I'll reorganize.
Getting a haircut can be a very calming exercise. For 22-year-old Mam Chamran, it isn't today. He repairs motorbikes for a living and he is worried.
Yes, a lot has changed, even food in the markets. It's more expensive now.
Sam Nang relies on foreigners. He runs a very popular bar that sells good drinks at good prices until the late hours of the morning. He is opening today for the first time since the weekend.
I think tonight I the first open, but I still worry. So at first I'm not worried about the customer, I'm worried about security. I think if security go, maybe more customer will coming. For me, it doesn't matter about my business, but I'm worried only one thing about security in my country.
There has been a feeling of emptiness in Phnom Penh since the weekend. Traffic isn't like this anymore. It's like this, like it used to be when Cambodia wasn't growing, like it was before the United Nations and democracy. Ironically, the airport might be a good comparison for today's Cambodia. It was a symbol, in a way, for the new face of Cambodia. It was a modern, comfortable facility. It was a point of arrival for both the government and the people, a point of pride. Cambodia had become international. This is the airport today, and perhaps Cambodia. This point of Cambodian pride has been shot out from underneath them, perhaps even redefining the notion of free. Rubble, bullet holes, blood smeared on the walls, complete devastation. And just outside, standing in the sun, more foreigners prepare to leave. For the Cambodians at the fence staring in, they just see more hope leaving and perhaps wondering who is abandoning them, their government or their friends or both. Ed Fitzgerald, Asia Business News, Phnom Penh.